And she did warn me to turn on my mic. Totally forgot about that, of course. Since you didn't hear me, welcome to our first Ken's Pepper Show. I hope to do this once a week, like Lauren does the tomato awesome sauce. Um, hope to keep it on Tuesdays, but that's not always going to work. Lauren. Due to my work schedule, like next week, I have to work on Tuesday, so next week will be on Monday, same time, 4 o'clock, um, and we'll just go from there. Uh, Same format as Lauren. We'll view some peppers. Uh, we'll talk about some other stuff. Everything peppers. All right. Let's get on with the show. Last week, a couple of you guys mentioned on Lauren's show about aphids. The devil's children. I don't know if you can see or not. I had aphids last year. This is a very the top left picture is a very infected plant with aphids. You can see in this bottom right picture the little brown thingies. Those are aphids as well. And there's really no good way to get rid of aphids. Once you have them, it's hard to get rid of them. That little black and orange thing is an aphid baby, a pupia, is that how you say it? Pupia. Those actually eat more aphids than the ladybugs do. So that's a ladybug baby. Am I going too fast? Misty asked where Ellie is. Ellie just walked in. Can't really show her unless I move the whole computer. I'm on a laptop. Hang on, see if I can. There's Ellie. She wants to know. She wants to know who I'm talking to. So one of the things I've tried with aphids is neem oil. You take. I wrote it down here. I didn't do a slide on it. You take 1 or 2 tablespoons of neem oil with 1 teaspoon of Dawn dish soap, and you add 1 gallon of water, and you spray. You spray the top of the leaves, under the leaves, the soil, and you have to reapply it every 7 days. I don't have good luck with neem oil. What I had luck with is this recipe here. It's kind of small. I don't know if I can read it. My slide thing's in the way. Hang on. Peppermint oil, tea tree oil, 1 cup of alcohol, some hydrogen peroxide. You mix everything with 2 quarts of water into a sprayer. I reduced the peroxide to 1 teaspoon because it seemed it was burning my plants. Again, this is not foolproof. You have to do it every 7 days. That's the life cycle of an aphid egg. Do not reuse the mix next week. Mix more. Again, spray the top of the leaves, under the leaves, the soil, and again, it's not foolproof. You'll keep having them. I did not try the molasses mix that Jen used. I will show you what I used, and hopefully I won't tick some people off. I try not to use chemicals, but I use this. You use very little of it, like 2 millimeters. You have to get an eyedropper. You feed baby bunnies or kittens to a gallon of water. And obviously, you don't want to do it in your house. I have a greenhouse. That's why I use this. It all depends on how heavy your infestation is. You shouldn't have to spray more than once. If you have a ton of aphids, you may have to do it twice. But this stuff does get rid of them. Like I said, that's just the only chemical I use. I've been trying other stuff for years and years, and nothing works but this. So I buy this on Amazon. Believe it or not, Amazon sells it, and this will last for years. Like I said, you only use like 2 millimeters of it. It's very, probably have that until I die. Oh, that's about my stint on aphids. You know, Unfortunately, I get them every year. In fact, I think I have some in my room here. Um, but if you want your plants to survive and you need them for your plant sale, you got to do what you got to do. Like they just said, you got to do what you got to do. All right. If you have any questions, post it here. I don't know if I'm going too fast or too slow. Like I said, it's my first time doing this, and we'll just go from there. Nothing else works. There you go. uh, no, here's what I have done in the past. Ladybugs. If you go to naturesgoodguys.com, you can order ladybugs from them. You can get a subscription where they send you ladybugs how often you tell them to. I found out with using ladybugs that they will eat some aphids, the adults, but they mostly disappear. So getting a subscription keeps an ongoing supply of them, and while they mate and produce the babies, this little alligator-looking thing on the right, um, it takes a while to produce that little guy, and he is an aphid-eating monster. And that's what you really want is the larva, the pupa. I failed biology. I don't know what stage that is. Oh, yes. Thank you. There will be some seed drawings, giveaways. So, yes. Thank you, Mandy. Please put hashtag peppers on your comments, and we will do some drawings later. We have some surprises from Lauren, and we have some surprises from Dorothy. And I will be doing a couple giveaways myself. So thank you, Mandy. All right. That pretty much does it for my aphid speech. Again, it's just one of those things that happen, and they're very, very hard to get rid of. And I looked up, how do you get aphids or why do you get aphids? And I can't find any information as what brings them on. Is it bad soil? Is it, I don't know what brings them on. I've looked it up, and there's no answer out there for it. So this is how I deal with it. Don't spray your soaps or the poison stuff. Do not spray this stuff when you have ladybugs. All that stuff kills the bad bugs. It also kills the good bugs. So you don't want to be spraying anything if you are going to use ladybugs. All right. How about some peppers? Huh? Most of these slides I created are from Old South Seeds. Mark and Carol run an Etsy shop. See if I can get that up here. There is the web address to their shop. I've known Carol for years. She comes to our seed swaps. If you didn't know, I travel around going to seed swaps, mostly Indiana and Kentucky. Carol's always there. Mark, I only know through Facebook. but he seems like a swell guy. Very friendly when I talked to him in Messenger. But I bought some seeds from them, and primarily this is what I was going to discuss today. All right. This is Sweet Amy, wonderful Hungarian sweet pepper. They've grown for years. I can barely read that. I might have to get my other computer, maybe. Multi-purpose pepper with thinner flesh and tastes heavenly. Turn green to yellow and beautiful red. Usually pick them when they're yellow, turning red. Production's very good. I usually eat them now or sauteed. If left turn red, they are make a wonderful Hungarian paprika powder. So I thought that kind of sounded really good. Okay. Don't forget about hashtag peppers for some prizes. This is a guy that I grew. He is called Fragilis. He is, I have not tasted him yet. He is in the the Scoville range of 10,000 to 30,000. Puts out little red berries. It's a hot plant. Has very unusual leaves. Um, this was discovered. It's a Brazilian hot wild pepper. It was discovered by Chris Fowler over in UK. Hang on a second. I got one of these. I don't know if you can see this. The lighting in here is really, really bad. Can you see this guy? I'll get over here. This is what he looks like. It's called fragilis because you breathe on it too hard and all these leaves fall off. That's why it's very thin down here. You bump them, they break off. Uh, this guy's ready to be potted up. I have three of them. I had one last year. It was pretty big, and it was in the hoop house, and the hoop house froze, and he was gone. I cannot find this on any websites except for HR Seeds, and they are out of stock right now. That's the only place I can find it. Uh, Chris doesn't even have it on his site. So hopefully, I got three of them back there, and I have a couple of seeds for I can grow some more. So hopefully, I'll have seeds in my shop this year for it. Okay. I will be growing, or I'm sorry, I will be giving away 2 packs of 5 seeds at the end of the show. So make sure you hit hashtag peppers. Isn't that a cool plant? Someone asked if they're the size of AG Burrita. Is how you say that? I think AG Burrita is a little bigger. Um, like I said, I have not gotten fruit from this yet, but from uh, the pictures I've seen, they're really small. Hang on a second. I think they're this small. Can you see that? Like I said, I haven't gotten any fruits off of. I grew it last year and my plant died. So that's how small that guy is. There are probably more seeds than they are a pepper, as most wild peppers are. Sorry, I'm just reading some comments. I feel like I'm going too fast. Does that make? What do you think? All right. Whoops. I have a comment going clear across my screen. I can't see anything. I'm trying to get rid of it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a cool pepper plant. If you like unusual stuff, which I do, um, I like unusual, strange stuff, especially if nobody else has it. Hang on, let me see what else strange I have back here while we're talking about strange stuff. I got pepper plants everywhere. Have you guys grown or seen mutants? Can you see this little guy? Kind of looks like pine needles, maybe. If you like strange, unusual, cool stuff. And they're just a I don't know. They put out some of them put out little round fruit. Some of them put out little pointed fruit. Uh, Not worth really anything. I mean, you can eat them. Most are hot. Um, yeah, it's just something cool. uh, I have some in my shop. Um, if you don't know my shop, it's www.forgottenheirlooms.com. Uh, I have mostly tomatoes in there, some peppers. The deer ate all my peppers last year, so I don't have many peppers this year. so, so yeah, that's what mutant peppers look like. Um, Again, they just put out little tiny fruits. Some are pointed, some are round. They're not really worth. I mean, if you had a ton of them, you could make something with them. You know, and you season your fruit or season your food. But just something cool, different, unique. Um, Problem with mutants is a lot of the pods will be split open, so they don't produce seeds. Um, I don't know if you guys know Agus. I can't remember his last name. He's a big. That's where I got all my seeds from. I'll have to look up for the next show. He's a big mutant guy, and he says it's the stigma, the part of the flower that splits, and therefore it gives you split pods, and they're seedless. So getting seeds out of some of these is a challenge. All right, that's it. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's Agus's name right there. I think he's over in Indonesia, I believe. I talked to him quite a bit on the through Messenger. All right, back to Old South Seeds. This was interesting. It's a big, amazing pepper. Look at the size of that thing. It's almost as long as his arm. Turns from green to deep red when fully mature. Plants grow to about 3 feet tall. Many of the fruits get very long, delicious for roasting, frying, and stuffing. That looks like it would be a good stuffer. Again, let me get Mark's website up there for you guys. That's kind of a pretty long pepper. Chaka Sugara. One of the sweetest chocolate peppers I have ever grown. That's what caught my eye. That's a pretty big pepper, too. I don't know what he uses in the soil over there, but he grows some massive peppers. I'm sure it's all about fertilizer and good soil, compost, and all that. And I picked this one just because of the name. Who doesn't love a Corvette, huh? Orange Corvette, shoulder stature plant that produces a great amount of orange, sweet, thicker walled peppers. A wonderful, rare, sweet pepper from Ukraine. They saute them with onions and olive oil as a side dish. That sounds delicious. So, yeah, I also like the part of its rare sweet pepper from Ukraine. Sorry. All right, this is something I grew last year. This is JB Grande. I love anything variegated. If I could show you my plant room right now, it's full of variegated house plants. uh, this is from John Booth. He sold some seeds. Was it last year, 2 years ago? He sold some seeds, and I was one of the lucky ones that mine grew variegated, and not the whole thing variegated, just the front portion here. Um, this is a rocto plant. If you've never grown roctos before, they have black seeds. Um, Lauren, there's only 3 of those chocolate sugaros left. Like I said, I will be giving away to lucky winner all the seeds I am showing here, uh, except for the fragilis. I'll be giving those away separate because I only have a few seeds. But I grew this in a 7-gallon grow bag, so my fruits are a little small, um, but they're a nice pepper. They're kind of hot, but have a sweet taste to them as well. But isn't that cool? Like I said, I love anything variegated. I don't know, Kenya. I don't know why they're black, but all rocto peppers have black seeds. And the only other pepper I know that has black seeds is Flexiosum. Um, Eric, I'm a houseplant guy too, over 200 here. Yeesh. I'm sorry, back to the peppers. Again, I don't know why they're black. They just, all the roctos I've grown have black seeds. And then, like I said, Flexiosum is another wild pepper plant, produces real tiny berry looking pods. And those are black seeds as well. And yes, roctos take forever. I had to pick these right before frost. Actually, I had to move this plant into the greenhouse, and then I picked them after frost. So yes, they do take forever. I try to start them early, but yeah, there's ton of rocto, different rocto varieties out there. Okay, back to Old South seeds. Look at that beauty. It's a Bulgarian pepper, thick walled, high yielding, and sweet. Quite rare in the States. Fruits mature from green to red, a mid season variety. Uh, Sorry, I lost my place. A mid season variety that continues to set fruit up until frost. Excellent for using in fresh or for stuffed peppers, large red fruits. Those do look like they'd be good for stuffed peppers. Uh, I'm actually starting now. Someone asked about when to start to rock those seeds. I start now, but then again, I have a hoop house that I heat. Yes, I'm crazy trying to heat a hoop house in wintertime. It costs an arm and a leg to heat, but you can start them whenever you want, as long as you have the room for them. People don't understand that they start seeds now, and then, you know, you have always 1 gallon pot sitting in your spare bedroom, and they don't do well with just window light. You have to have grow lights and racking and all that stuff. That's why it's so bright behind me. I don't know if you can see. I had to hang paper up to get the glare off the screen. There's a rack in the corner there that has peppers on it. Mandy says soak your seeds first. So I don't soak my seeds. I've tried soaking some old seeds, but I tried on the old seeds. I tried the black tea method. I tried the what's it, the greblic acid? Is that how you say that? So I tried saltpeter. I've tried nicking the point off the seeds. Um, I tried everything I can on old seeds. The newer seeds, I don't soak. Um, I maybe next week I'll do a show on how I grow my peppers, but I just stick them in 6 packs. Make sure the soil is moist. Put them on a heating pad or a heat mat with a thermostat, and they start just fine. Um, the thing with the seed mat is if you don't have a thermostat, seed mats are programmed to be 5 degrees warmer than your room temperature. So if you're, like this is my plant room. I heat with wood, so the plant room's always chilly. Um, so that seed mat is only going to be 5 degrees warmer than the room. So if you get a thermostat, plug your seed mat into it. Amazon sells them. Then you can set the thermostat to be 80 degrees, and that's what peppers love is 80 degrees bottom heat. So here's becoming garden stalker. John Booth told me they like to be cooler as to start in January and let them outside, I think by March. I can't remember the whole thing. So apparently they like cooler temps. I can't put them outside March here in Ohio or else they would frost. But it is cooler in my greenhouse, so maybe that's why they did well up to frost last year. And she's talking about that JB Grande. So next week I'll do. I was trying to think of what I'd do next week besides pepper varieties. Next week I'll discuss and get some pictures on how I start my peppers and soils I use and fertilizer and all that stuff. Okay. Don't forget to put that hashtag pepper if you're new to the show so you can win some prizes. Here, Mary Dawn says that she soaks them overnight. She clips them. What she means by clipping them is she clips the little point off of them. I don't know if I can show you one. Hang on, I don't know if I can. It might be too small for the camera. Of course, I don't know where my tweezers are. Can you see? No, not really, huh? There's a little point. Hang on, I see one of my tweezers. Bamboo tweezers. Hang on. Oh, a pair of pliers. Oh, it's not a guy thing. Just got a pair of pliers laying here, you know? Trying to find a good one that has pronounced point on it so you can. There you go. Ellie's mad at me. I'm ignoring her. And it's almost dinner time. All right. Can you see that? I can't put. See, it has a little point on it. You take a pair of fingernail clippers and you just barely clip that point off. And that's how you clip a pepper seed. I'll get a picture for you guys next week. A better picture so you can see it better. Now I got pepper seeds laying everywhere. Hang on, let me clean these up because I'll lose them. This is Colapino from Matt's Pepper Seeds. He's the one that had the yellow ding dong and Lauren show last week. If I was going to wait till next week's show, but he has a bunch of seeds from Agus that he is selling. I guess Agus is sick and needs the help with medical bills. So he has a couple of Agus's collections. I ordered them. They're sitting in the envelope over here, and I was going to present them next week on the next show. But if you like cool peppers, go to mattspeppers.com and look at those seeds he's doing for Agus. They're pretty cool. A lot of variegation in them. Excuse me. Ellie's back. She wants to know why I'm not feeding her. All right. Boy, I can't barely read this one. Hey, Buckeye Gardener's here. I can't even read that. Italian sweet peppers. Boy, I want to do something different next week. I can't read that. Deep red color when ripe and have thicker walls than others. They're delicious, sauteed, or roasted. Just be sure to stake the plants. They can get 3 to 4 feet tall. Yes, Tiffany, you can. This is being recorded, so you can watch it. I should have mentioned that earlier. Sorry. Again, if you're joining, make sure you hit that hashtag peppers for prizes. Okay. This one's a little better to read. Long D Cordier. Orange-shaped, elongated peppers that are so sweet, compact with great leaf cover, ripening from green to sweet red, very productive, perfect for fresh eating, roasting, an excellent discovery in Lauren. I can't see her last name, sorry. From France. France, highly recommended. Hey, Will's here. Will Hodges is another big pepper grower, too. All right. I'm sorry, I don't know some of you. Like I said, SN232. I don't know anybody by name, sorry. But welcome. Glad you made it. Looks like Kelly asked me if I grow more sweets and hots. I grow equal both. Believe it or not, I am a wuss when it comes to hot peppers. So I don't eat too many of them. You won't see me doing no pod tasting. Those guys that are crazy and eat those whole pods and they're crying and tears come out of their eyes. I won't be doing that. I like growing them. I grow them. I put them on my website with the seeds. I grind up the powder and uh, I dehydrate the peppers. I grind them up and make like pepper powder. And I'll add, or my wife will add, like an eighth of a teaspoon to the chili or the taco meat or something. But I do love the sweets. I do love mediums, but I don't like the hots. Stuff that just burns your mouth and has no taste. I don't know how guys can say they have taste. I don't know. That's their prerogative. Hello, Kayla. Gayla, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Mary Dawn says she loves the hot ones. More power to you. I'm sorry, I just can't eat the hot ones like that. There's a love the heat, but it has to maintain flavor. Yeah, I agree. I've been building up my tolerance, I guess you'd say. I've been trying to eat like more powder. I did notice I could eat a little bit hotter peppers, but uh, yes, I agree with Leslie. I love the thick walled sweets. My favorite sweet, and I meant to make a slide out of it, and I totally forgot, is the Lesia, Lesya, Lesia pepper, sweet pepper. It's a heart shaped pepper. Uh, it can be thick walled. Some of the shapes look like hearts. It's very sweet. It's probably one of my favorite sweet pepper is Lesia, Lesya. Doesn't matter if it's red, orange, or yellow. I meant to make a slide out of it and forgot. Old South Seeds does have it. They have the yellow. Let me put their website back up. They have the yellow, but there's tons of vendors out there that have the red and the orange as well. At one point in time, it was thought that the red and the yellow were the same. I don't know. I'm still unconvinced on that. They do, or the color looks very similar. So, so you be the judge. I know there's a red, and then there's the yellow and the orange. Okay. For you mini dwarf people, this is Riot. It's an ornamental. Most when we say mini dwarfs are basically ornamentals. There's a few that are not, but most of them are ornamentals in the pepper world. Um, and most of them produce vibrant colors like this, vibrant explosion of colorful hot peppers. 2-inch long peppers ripen from yellow to orange, and I can't see what that is. Deep crimson, uh, developed by Dr. Jim Bogut of the University of Oregon. Um, the ornamental peppers can be eaten. Some of them are small, so you're not going to get a lot of. If you're going to cook with them, you'd have to have a bunch of them. But some of them can be uh, sour tasting, I guess you'd say. I think it's from the seeds. Because pepper seeds can make your peppers taste a different weird taste. Uh, should have done the 1 can challenge. Yes, you should have. It's fun. I always kill mine, but it's fun. For uh, what he's talking about is over in, and I never mentioned, if you're not, if you're, I'm sure you're watching on my YouTube channel, but we do have a Facebook group called Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. That's where a lot of these comments are coming from. If you never heard of that, Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap, it's a Pepper Facebook group. Lauren owns it. I'm a moderator. Dorothy Wilkins is a moderator. Um, Kenya's a moderator, and Jen Joy. It's a very cool, low key, no drama, absolutely no drama pepper group. Uh, that's the problem with a lot of pepper groups is they're full of drama. But anyway, Dorothy is doing a can challenge and a vessel challenge. Hang on, I'll show you. And it's just a fun way of growing peppers. I have a little 7.5 ounce can, Pepsi can, and you basically cut the top off. Let's see if I can get it in front of the camera. And you plop some pepper seeds in there, and you try to grow pepper seeds in this little can. The can challenge, I believe, is 12 to 24 ounces. The vessel challenge is anything you want. So I picked this little, I'm doing the vessel challenge. So, and there's certain prizes for like a first sprout, most beautiful, whatever. Um, if you want to see somebody grow peppers in a can, go on to Instagram and look up Lonnie. Let me know Lonnie's last name off the top of their head. It escapes me. But Lonnie is the pepper in a can master. His peppers look beautiful. You would not believe how well his peppers look. So that's the pepper in the can challenge. I just have peppers everywhere. This is how I grow peppers. Let me get it from the camera. It's just a six pack, and I drop in there. I don't know. This one cell might have 12 seeds in it. Thank you, Heather. Lonnie Atkinson. I should remember that. He may even be on Facebook too, but I know he's on Instagram. If you look up Lonnie there, he has some beautiful pepper plants in cans. He is the master. This is how I grow them. I just drop seeds in there, make sure the soil is moist. I, I love these little trays. They have a little dome goes on them. When they sprout, I take the dome off, and then I have shelves of lights. I'll show you guys the lights next week. I just got dirt everywhere. um, and then once they're like these are ready for potting up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a variegated, beautiful variegated one in there. So these are ready for potting up. Once they get this big, I throw them in a, we call that 3.5 inch. 3.5 inch. It's so weird watching yourself on camera. You're going the opposite ways. So I go in here. Once they get a little bigger, then I will put them in a 1 gallon pot. Or if it's planting time, I'll put them in the garden. I think I saw an aphid on here. Hang on a second. Yeah, there's an aphid on here. I don't know if I can. Can you guys see the little bumps right on top of the first leaf? I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But this plant has aphids. Of course they do. Every year. Every stinking year. Yes, I am bringing plants to the Carlisle Plant Swap. If you don't know what that is, Lauren has started a plant swap in the spring and a tomato tasting seed swap in the fall. May 8th is the plant swap this year. It's in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Uh, Lauren lives in New Jersey. Can you turn on a light in front of you to brighten up the area in front of you? Sorry. Yes. Yes, I can. Is that any better? That looks a little better on my end, too. Thank you. That was a smart idea. Awesome. What were we talking about? Oh, the plant swap. So Lauren lives in New Jersey and Jen Joy lives in West Virginia. So they decided to meet up. You're welcome. Meet up in the middle, which happens to be Carlisle, PA. And they just meet out there, have some friendship, talk about plants, trade plants in the spring. Uh, and that's it. Just have some fun. So that's May 8th for the plant swap in Carlisle, PA. Everybody's welcome to come out to it. And then there'll be one in the fall, which I believe is August 28th. Lauren can confirm that. And that is going to be like a tomato tasting / trade seeds. I went last year to the fall one and had a good time. So yeah. Sorry about the light. I don't know why I didn't think about it myself. All right. This is my favorite mild pepper. It's called Beaver Dam. It's a long horn shaped, I guess you call it, pepper. Great for stuffing, great for slicing, great for like chilies and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's my favorite pepper. Yes, Lauren said May 8th and August 28th for the Carlisle swap, I guess you call it. Um, I like to take these and like chop them up like jalapeno rings for sandwiches. I haven't done it in a while. For some reason, I just can't grow these all of a sudden. I actually bought a pack of 100 seeds. I'm gonna get one this year if I have to grow all 100. Anyway, these are an heirloom from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And this one is also an heirloom from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And this was brought over from the same person, Joe, somebody another, I believe. Christy says she uses the Beaver Dam for pickling. Very flavorful. Hi, Susan. And I did not make a slide on gypsy peppers, but gypsy peppers is another good sweet pepper. I feel like I'm going too fast. I thought for sure this would last a couple hours. I'm almost done. Missy, Beaver Dam is pretty available. I don't have any on my website right now. Like I said, last couple of years I just can't get the darn thing to grow. But it's pretty available out there if you do a Google search. Hoosley, right? Is how you say that? Hoosley um, is another heirloom from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Lauren grew this last year. She's actually the one that sent me, or the year before and last year. She's the one that sent me the seeds for it. It's a great little cheese pepper. That's what they call these peppers. This the look they give them, I guess they call them cheese peppers, maybe because they're for stuffing. Uh, has a little bit of heat to it, not too bad, just a little tang. This was on the USA. I always get this mixed up. USA, I can't read it. Taste of Arc, Slow Taste of Arc. Um, Never heard of that. That's a cool list to go see. The USA Slow Arc. Oh, I have to look it up. Hang on. It's USA Slow Arc of Taste. I believe it is. It's called the Arc of Taste. It is a list of endangered seeds. Endangered as far as no one's growing them anymore. Uh, do you eat pepper leaves? I've never eaten a pepper leaf. Anyway, the Slow Arc of Taste is a cool website. It's endangered pepper plants, fish, tomatoes. I know it's a pepper show, but I found my NCRE tomato there. I saw it on the list, and I uh, looked the dark edges of the the Google to find out that I found boy, I can't talk all of a sudden, a seed steward, and I sent her an email, and she sent me like 14 seeds that were like, I don't know, 6 years old. I threw them on soil, and that's how I don't want to say I saved uh, the NCRD paste, but I guess I did. Anyway, this is a cool little round pepper. I grew it in a 5-gallon bucket, so they're probably smaller in this picture than they should be, but it's a very tasty, sweet with a little bit of heat pepper. Christy says she has tried sauteed pepper leaves. Very tasty. Wow, we are up to 52 viewers on my first show. Can you believe that? Thank you, everybody. That is so awesome. Christy also says she gives them to a friend who juices them. Hmm. Like in a smoothie? Susan Levy, do you have Martin Pep? Do you have pepper seeds from Martin? No, I do not. Martin Longsworth was a tomato breeder back in the day. Kim Long has all of his seeds. I do not have any pepper seeds from him, or Kim for that matter. I do have some tomatoes and bean seeds, though. All right. What else we got? I think this is my last slide. This is a pepper cross, accidental cross. I ordered long. I think I have it in there. This is from my website, and I can't read it because it's white. Um, I ordered some seeds from Chris Fowler, and no, not bad mouthing Chris. I mean, stuff happens. Oh, you like my hat, by the way? You never heard of Pepper Ranger? He sells seeds. I think he's having a sale right now to get rid of his seeds for this year. Um, anyway, this is it was supposed to be long mini Rocto long mini olive was what I was supposed to get. And when I grew them, this guy appeared. Obviously, not long Rocto, the mini green octo fruits. I got little red tiny fruits like in the bottom right picture with the purple flowers. And the best we can figure is it's a cross between a wild pepper. How do you say that? Carnice, Carnicea. I don't know how you pronounce that. and a rock dough. They do have the black leaves. I do have this on my website too, by the way. Hint, hint. If you like growing wild peppers. Um, so yeah, that is the end of my slides. I almost made it an hour. All right, I can deal with that. So what do you guys think? What do you want to see? What should I change? Tell me, tell me. Don't forget to put in hashtag peppers for some prizes. I'm going to be giving away all one of all the Old South seeds, uh, except for the fragilis, just the Old South seeds. I'm giving one of each, one pack of each. So it'll be 5 seeds in each one. And then I'm doing 2 drawings for the fragilis, the JB Grande, and the Carnelli Cross, all as one package, 5 seeds each. So it'll be 2 of those. And then Lauren is graciously giving away some seeds, 2 winners, 5 each. She's going to do yellow ding dong, gnome hat, tuma tycots, palanche babara. Hey, Ellie wants to say hi again. Say hi, Ellie. She still wants to know who I'm talking to. Keep going with the tips like getting rid of aphids. Tips are always great. A new tip each week would be great. Excuse me. Thank you, Lauren. Yes, that was kind of my intention, was to do. I don't know. Next week I'll do. My intention was to do some sort of tip and then go through pepper varieties like you do. Uh, I thought next week we'll do how I start growing, because it is that time of year to start growing, sort of, kind of, almost, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that was my formula for doing these shows: tips and varieties, and then we'll have fun. I don't know. We'll just go with it. Um, Back to Lauren's list: yellow dog ding dong, gnome hat, tuma 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 tikot, planche barbara. I'm sure I'm butchering these. Bohemian Baron, Milky Way. It should be 5 seeds each of those, and 2 sets. And then Dorothy has 6 packs 5 times. It'll be 5 different winners: Cayenne Sweetness, Confetti F2, Kashmiri Paprika, Purple Marconi, Holy Italian, and Rain Forest. So those will be 5 winners of those. So thank you to everybody who is cute pup. Thank you, Francis. She's a pain in the butt sometimes. Thank you to everybody who donated seeds. Um, if you are a winner, you can message Lauren and Dorothy direct. Lauren is in messenger jail. She cannot return your messages, but she can see them. Okay, so don't expect a return message from her, or until at least Sunday anyway. She said. Tiffany, you're in Ohio. In Ohio too, so I'll just start when you tell me. Again, I start early because I have the hoop house. So, uh, if you don't have nowhere to store these bad boys, and I wouldn't start quite yet. Um, Typically, you're supposed to start 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date. Our average last frost date is May 15th. So that's for me in the north here anyway. If you live South Ohio, it's probably a little sooner. So what you do is take May 15th and you count backwards 6 to 8 weeks. For super hots, it can take longer, so you can go a little more. So maybe 10 weeks. Does that make sense? Um, that's how you do most of your seeds. The seed packet says, you know, 6 to 8 weeks. You find out when your average last frost is, and that's when you can start. Work backwards from there. Started my super hots in Southwest Ohio. So there you go. You have a little warmer temperature than I do. I'm up between Cleveland and Akron, so I'm in the secondary snow belt. So it's pretty cold up here. Actually, today was 27 degrees, so it's not too bad. Uh, what other notes do I have? Next week, and I'll do a thing on the group. Next week, I'm doing this on Monday. I have to work Tuesday. Yes, I have a full time job too. It sucks. Next Monday, the 9th at 4 p.m. Mary Dawn says starting super hots and hydro makes him take off fast. I have 2 arrow gardens sitting in the box in the corner over there that I ordered last year, and they're still sitting in the boxes. 2 Harvest extra larges. I just haven't messed with them yet. Maybe I'll drag those out and try them. All right. Everybody has the opportunity to put in hashtag pepper, right? Okay, they said super cold down there too. Yes, it's been negatives here. It's finally warming up a little bit. Yes, I agree. I wish I had just full-time garden instead of work. I totally agree with that. Totally agree. I could figure some way to pay the bills while doing this. It'd be awesome. Frances says she starts her peppers in early January, even with a heat mat. They're super slow this year. Well, we are forcing them to grow inside, so that has a lot to do with it too. Christy said it was 35 today. Lucky dog, you. Heat wave. All right. Oh, we ready for some prizes? Huh? See if I can do this without making you guys all go away. Commenting on my arrow garden. Couldn't leave it in a box. I got 2 small ones. I used riot pots because they like better. Awesome. I'll have to try to remember that. All right, so let's do some drawings. Figure out how to do this. I think I have to switch screens. Bear with me. I'm learning how to do this. I've never done this until today. Hang on. All right, I think I figured it out. All right, I have to put you guys hide this. I have to hide you, and then we turn on the giveaway counter. Everybody see that? Everybody's scrolling. Okay, so this does not, if you win once, it does not take you out of the rotation. And I'll try to write down the winners as we go. So if we choose you twice, we'll have to choose another. Okay, does that make sense? All right, here we go. This is for all the Old South seeds. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's pretty long. It says Kelly. Man, I can't read that. I wish this was a bigger screen. I'll have to figure out how to make it a bigger screen. Kelly Notch Bull. Is that what that says? Kelly Notch Bull 3857. So congratulations, Kelly. Can I turn on comments while I'm doing this? Yeah. I live in England. I have a polytunnel. If I start my pepper seeds now, what's the temperature should keep my polytunnel? We'll answer a few more comments in between doing this if you guys don't care. Um, well, peppers are part of the nightshade family. So tomatoes, peppers love to be 65 degrees at night. Um, that being said, they will handle going down to 40 at night, but they won't grow. They'll maintain, which means they won't die. They'll just sit there and take forever. So the warmer you can keep it, the better. But you know, fuel is money. you know, it costs an arm and leg to heat a polytunnel in the wintertime. Uh, Chris Fowler is over in the UK. He uses, I believe, he uses propane, and he has those huge 100-gallon tanks. Um, I'm not sure how often he goes through those, but he also grows some varieties that do good in the cool, like Fluxiosum does great in the cool. Um, so I don't know how to answer your question besides, well, it depends how much money you got. For me, it's my only hobby. I don't do anything else. I that's what I do. If I spend the money on it, spend the money. But yeah, you want to keep it as warm as you can. Like I said, they're part of the nightshade family, and they do most of their growing at night. So hope that answers your question. All right. We are going to do a drawing for 5 seeds of Fragilis, JB Grande, and the Carnelli Cross. So away we go. Luke Mooney. Congratulations, Luke. Write this down real quick. Luke Mooney. These first 3 drawings, you're going to PM me for the with your address, okay? So that's for 5 seeds of Fragilis, JB Grande, and the Cornelli Cross. Kim says, up in Scotland, unheated tunnel, and my peppers, toms do really well. Just plant them out sensibly, time wise. Thank you, Kim. Yes, congratulations, Luke. I hope I said that already. Sorry if I didn't. All right, this is for the second batch of Fragilis, Grande, and Cornelli. I hope I'm saying Cornelli right. Robin. Robin won the Fragilis, JB Grande, and Cornelli Cross. Congratulations, Robin. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't nervous about doing the show. I was nervous about putting it together. I just not that good with. I shouldn't say I'm not good with it, but just programs I have not used before. Uh, Fragile. Oh, Lauren, that's funny. I just haven't used these programs before, and I was really worried about how it all works. But Lauren walked me through a lot of it, and thank you, Lauren. And yes, Fragile, the Christmas story. It's Fragilis, Fragilis. All right, speaking of Lauren, we're doing five seeds each of one, two, three, four, five, six varieties. Thank you, Lauren. We're going to do two separate drawings for this. Away we go. A major reward. That's funny. What's that say? Tree and Fina? Tree and Fina. Congratulations. That's going to be for one of Lauren's prizes. So congratulations. You're going to message Lauren, but she cannot message you back. Okay. If you have any problems, you can message me too, and I can. Is that Kayla? Is that who that is? Well, I'll be. Oops, I meant to show this one. I didn't know that was a Kayla. Congratulations, Kayla. Didn't know who you were. Sorry. Again, message Lauren. If you have any problems, please feel free to message me and I'll get in touch with her too. Okay. All right. One more for Lauren to make her second. Again, thank you, Lauren. And away we go. Still can't believe 50 viewers. You guys are awesome. Mary Dawn. Congratulations, Mary Dawn. Again, both you and Kayla won Yellow Ding Dong, Gnome Hat, Tuma Takat, I'm sure I'm butchering that name, Palanche Barua, Bohemian Baron, and Milky Way. So congratulations. All right. Now we have 5 6-packs from Dorothy. Thank you so much, Dorothy. We're going to do drawing number 1. Again, these are for Cayenne Sweetness, Confetti F2, Kashmiri Paprika, Purple Marconi, Holy Italian, and Rainforest. Okay. Here we go. Still don't know why I didn't think of that light earlier. I just blinded myself. Eve Gustafson. Congratulations. You're going to message Dorothy in the group. Again, if you guys aren't in the group, again, Pepper Lovers Collective, you can message me and I will get you two hooked up, if that makes any sense. Okay? Oh, it's Eva. I'm sorry. It's very small. I got to figure out how to make this screen bigger. So, congratulations, Eva. And hi, Neil. And yes, Mary, you did win. You won a round of seeds from uh, Lauren. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's number one. We got four more. Might stretch this out an hour and a half yet, huh? All right, ready, set, go. Oh, you already won once. We can't do that. This is a redo for number two. Here we go. Yeah. Kayla, go play the lottery. No kidding. Oh, Ellie's back too. All right, we got Leslie. Leslie, sorry. That's for prize number two from Dorothy. Leslie Renault, is that how you say that? Renaut. Okay. We ready for number three? Congratulations, Leslie. Sorry, I didn't say that. My bad. What are you staring at? Come up. Come on. Come up here. Can you see her? Okay, I know. You probably need to go out, huh? We're almost done. All right. Three more before Ellie pees on the floor. Okay. Tara Dove. Is that what that says? Number three, Tara Dove. Congratulations. I'm being stared at. It's burning a hole through my soul. Okay, number four. Welcome, Terry. We will be on again next Monday. This is being recorded, though, so you guys can watch it again if you want. Did I mention that already? If not, sorry. The show is being recorded. All right, number four for Dorothy Seeds. All right, we're almost done. Eva, I think you already won, Eva. Yes. We got to do a redo. Redo for number four. Quincy Sheldon. Congratulations. Write you down, Quincy. Congratulations, Quincy. And the final number 5. If you guys don't remember who to contact, you can contact me and I'll point you in the right direction. Robin won again. You guys need to go play the lottery. We got to redo number 5. And here we go. Dorothy, you can't win your own seeds. I will send you some seeds as a consolation prize. You can't win your own. So congratulations, Dorothy. I'll send you something, though. All right, let's do this one more time. That is funny. Francis. I don't think Francis has won yet. Let me check. No, Francis has not won yet. So congratulations, Francis. Francis Lamont. All right. That does it, I think. I hope everybody enjoyed. If you think something different or something special you guys want to see uh, next week, let me know. Love the show. Awesome. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the seed donors. I think we'll keep the format of some tips, tricks, and then pepper varieties. Next week, I did receive an order from Matt's Peppers, so next week I'll be showcasing some of the stuff I ordered. I already kind of gave you a sneak peek of what I'll be ordering or talking about, but yeah, I hope everybody had fun, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.